Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam's Sports Report. The Milwaukee Brewers, who sit at 68-44. The Chicago Cubs sit at 65-47 and have the wild card lead. The Cincinnati Reds are 59-54, 9.5 games back. The Cardinals have faltered even at 500 with 57-57. The Pittsburgh Pirates sit at 49-64, 19.5 games back. The Los Angeles Dodgers, 65-48, sit at the top of the American League West. The San Diego Padres sit at 62-51, 3 games back. The Arizona Diamondbacks sit at 54-59, and the Colorado Rockies are 30-82. That's Sam Vaughn's baseball standings. Now let's go to the wild card. The Boston Red Sox sit at 63-51, atop of the late wild card. The New York Yankees sit at 16-53. The Seattle Mariners sit at 60-53. The Texas Rangers sit at 59-55, 1.5 game back. Cleveland Guardians sit at 2.5 back. Kansas City Royals 56-57 sit at 4 back. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim sit 55-58 sit 5 back. The Tampa Bay Rays sit at 5.5 back at 55-59. The Minnesota Twins sit 52-60, 7.5. The Baltimore Oilers sit at 51-62, 9 games back. The Athletics sit at 49-65, 11.5 back. The Chicago White Sox sit at 42-70, 17.5 games back. If you're somebody like the Tampa Bay Rays, the problem is you have a lot of teams to catch as they sit at 55-59. The Chicago Cubs sit at 65-47. Then the New York Mets at 63-50. The San Diego Padres sit at 62-51. Right there, the lead. St. Louis Cardinals sit at 57-57, 5.5 back. The San Francisco Giants sit at 56-57. The Miami Marlins sit at 55-56, both 6 games back. The Arizona Diamondbacks sit at 54-59, 8 games back. The Pittsburgh Pirates sit at 49-64, 13 games back. The Atlanta Braves sit at 47-64. 14. Washington Nationals 4-67. And the Colorado Rockies sit at 31-82, 31.5 games back. And for how many teams make the playoffs? It's 12. 6 teams from the American League, 6 teams from the National League, 3 division winners through wild card. Playoff format, wild card, 3 seed lowest division winners, 6 seed third wild card, for top wild card, 1st seed top wild card, 5 seed second wild card, best of 3 series to hosted by the higher seed. Divisional record, number 1 and number 2 get a bye. 4 and 5 play each other, second seed versus 3 and versus 6. AL Championship, NL Championship, World Series, AL versus NL Champion. That's baseball. The Orioles' last night starter was in his first game last night for the Orioles. It wasn't a start to remember for Bailey Falter. He heightened his ERA by a lot. And in fact, in 4 innings, he gave up 7 runs. And 5 of those were earned in the first inning. And the Red Sox won 8-5, pounding off that first inning where they got a Durant homer who ultimately helped them win the game. That was a 3-1 shot. and that gave them a 5-0 lead. And that was the difference in the ball game, as it was 8-5. The Orioles came back with 4 in the 8th inning. The Orioles play tonight again, and they hope to get a better start from the right-hander, Bill Burgart, the member of the San Diego Padres. He posted a 2.78 record with 11 games and 7 started. And for the Red Sox, it will be Garrett Crochet, who's had a very good season at 12-4 and a 2.23 ERA. And that's game 2, 6:10 Central Time. The Cubs beat up with the Reds. The Cubs won their series this weekend and lost though last night to the Reds 3-2. And today hope to get game 2 as the Cubs will play the Reds again at Wrigley Field. Zach Little will go for the Reds, and Shoti Ingamga will go for the Cubs. He is 8-4 with a 3.25. Lita is 8-8 with a 3.58. The Cardinals won last night. They will play again at 9:10 Central, playing one of the best teams in baseball, LA Dodgers. And the St. Louis Cardinals, Mike Velasquez will go for the Cardinals. He is 6-8 with a high ERA of 4.83. And Edmund Sherman will go for the Dodgers. He has a 3.60 ERA. Game time 9:10. And the Reds and the Cubs will meet up at Wrigley Field. It'll be Andrew Abbott against Cade Horton with a 5-3 record and a 3.42 ERA. And Abbott has a great season, Andrew Abbott, with a 2.35 ERA for the Reds. That game begins at 1:20. And at 3:10, the St. Louis Cardinals will play the Los Angeles Dodgers. Matthew Lieberman will go for the Cardinals, and Shohei Ohtani will go for the Dodgers. He's getting his back to starts. He has a 2.40 ERA. Meanwhile, Matthew Lieberman has a 3.96. And in case we don't get to it tomorrow, at 6:10, the Royals will play the Red Sox. Michael Walker will go for the Royals, and Dustin May will go for the Red Sox, the former Pittsburgh Pirate. That's Sam Vaughn Sports. The NFL holdouts right now, as we speak, are T.J. Watt, a 7-time Pro Bowler, 2021 Defensive Player of the Year, skipped the Steelers' mandatory minicamp as he enters the final year of his 4-year, $112 million, and he is one of the best defensive players out there. He is seeking a long-term extension with an annual value of $34 to $36 million, according to Fanside. Trey Hendricks, the Cincinnati Bengals, after leading the NFL with 17 sacks in 2024 and skipped the minicamp contract troubles, seeking guarantee comparable to like peers of J.J. Watt. As of late June, he agreed to his holdout and report to training camp without a new deal, partially to avoid occurring further fines. Extension talks remain ongoing. Trey McClain is placed on reserve and did not report to mid-contract a 5 years straight of 1,000-yard seasons. He is pushing forward. A faithful foot his value argued that it takes first two to tango in negotiations. Sherman Stewart, Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals' first-round pick is holding up a sign his rookie contract over the offsets clauses that could avoid guaranteed payments under certain circumstances. Also, Cowboys, Micah Parsons. Jerry Jones had plenty to say about this. He is requesting a trade. That's football. And that is Sam Vaughn Sports.